Each day that firefighters have to put on their gear and enter a house, they put their lives on the line. Hello, I'm Matthew Miller, and today I'm here to show you the gear that we wear and some of the costs that's associated with it. Then I will show you the different layers that make up firefighter gear. And lastly, I'll try to put into perspective how much the firefighter gear weighs once we put it all on. To firefighters, their gear is the most important thing on the scene of a fire. Without their gear, also known as bunker gear, turnout gear, proximity gear, structural gear, it would be impossible to make entry into a burning house. Turnout gear doesn't come without a cost though. According to thefirestore.com, to outfit a firefighter could run into the thousands of dollars. Right now I'm going to take the time to show you some of the gear that I would wear on a day-to-day basis on each and every single call. I'm going to start off with the firefighter helmet. It's the same kind of helmet that you would see on TV or in the movies. Basically, all a firefighter helmet is it's a hard hat that you would see any kind of construction personnel wearing on a construction site. It just can withstand very high levels of heat. The helmet alone costs $610. The Nomex hood that we wear, which I'm sorry I don't have here to show you, it covers our face, covers our ears, the side of our face, our neck from the hot gases or any fire. It protects us from getting burned. It's the same kind of Nomex hood that race car drivers use when they race their cars. The typical Nomex hood costs roughly $40. The jacket and the pants, which I have proximity gear because I'm an aircraft firefighter. This is the inside, and the outside has a zipper with some Velcro pockets and little cufflinks and a little hole that I can put my thumb through, so when I try to put my gloves on, it doesn't ride up. The pants and the boots, along with the suspenders that I have to wear. But the jacket and the pants alone are $1,100, and the boots are $590. Now the boots, they're not your typical waterproof boots that you'd wear in a rainstorm. These boots actually have like metal shanks in them, so that a nail cannot puncture through the soles of our boots and into our foot during any time that we're walking around at a scene. They also can withstand very high levels of heat. The boots alone are $590, and the gloves that I also do not have here to show you are roughly $94. That is a cost of almost $2,500 to outfit each and every firefighter to keep us safe at each call. Now, the cost is cheap. The cost is cheap to keep us safe. But let me show you some of the different layers that go into make up firefighter gear. According to WiseGate.com and GlobeTurnoutGear.com, they showed me, and if you go onto those websites, they'll show you how the different layers that go into firefighter gear and what percentage makes up to it. But I'll get into that as I'm showing it to you also. Firefighter gear consists of 3 different layers: the outer layer, the moisture barrier, and lastly the thermal insulation. I'll go ahead and show you what each layer is and give you some of the facts that I got from those websites. Now I'm just going to show you on my proximity gear jacket. The outer layer is the first layer of defense to keep us safe from punctures or cuts or anything like that. It's made up of a mixture of Nomex and Kevlar, and it makes up about 20% of our of the garment. Now, you can see in here. All right, I'll just break it down. The outside is just the outer part. The middle layer, also known as the moisture barrier, it makes up 22% of the garment, and the moisture barrier stops any kind of moisture from getting in and steaming the firefighter, or on a cold winter night and it's raining and it's really cold. It keeps that water out. Now the third layer is the insulation layer. This could be your biggest friend or your biggest enemy. The insulation area is the part that's basically touching your body, your shirt. It makes up 51% of all the material that's in this garment. The reason why I say it could be your friend or your biggest enemy is because during the winter time, it's great. It keeps you very, very warm, almost on the verge of sweating. Now, on those summer days, like I said, it could be your worst enemy because it keeps you warm, doesn't allow anything to leave your body. Now, with all three of these layers help a firefighter stay safe. Keeps the heat out from the fire, keeps the hot water from the steam of the fire when we put the water on the fire, keeps that off your body. Without all three layers, the whole thing would just break apart. Dealing with the heat isn't the only thing that is rough on our bodies. The weight of all the gear put together is very tough to carry. The weight that a firefighter has to carry, or all the gear together that I have to carry when I have it all on, is in between 45 and 75 pounds. Just the gear that I showed you alone is roughly 45 pounds. Now, when I have to put on my air pack and any other tools that I may need, then it gets up to 75 or 80 pounds. Now, those weights that I just stated, I got those from ar15.com. To put that into perspective, 45 to 75 pounds, it's like carrying, when you wear all that gear, it's like having to carry 2 to 3 car tires. Now, if you've ever had to rotate your tires, you know that it can get it's pretty heavy to lift that tire up and put it up on the rim or on the axle. Now, imagine having to carry 2 or 3 of those all the time at one time, up and down stairs, throughout buildings. It can get very exhausting. Now, I know I've gone over a lot of information over the past few minutes, but please allow me to recap what I have spoke of today. Today I talked to you about how the importance of fire gear is to firefighters that have to wear it each day. I've also showed you the different layers to make up a coat and the pants. And lastly, I went over how much the gear weighs. Thank you for listening and have a great day.